Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I'm your humble host, Jazz Berganzo, and this is episode 4 of What's Next. January 6th, 2021. I was going to talk about two things today. The aftermath of last night's election in Georgia, in the Georgia Senate runoff, and also the electoral vote, shall I say, certification by one Vice President Mike Pence. Unfortunately, both of those have taken a back seat. Both of those taken a back seat because within the last half hour, there have been some unruly knuckleheads in DC, not all of them, just enough of them for every single left-wing media outlet to slam them over the head and basically saying, this is all of you Trump supporters. All 75 million of you who voted for Donald J. Trump are part of this, and it's your fault. It's what that is. Let's take a look-see. This is what it was supposed to be. Live updates, Congress meets to certify electoral college votes, and of course listen to the Republicans from both the House and the Senate in regards to their issue with certification of certain electoral votes of certain states. That's what it was supposed to be. But sadly, it's turned into this nonsense. This is exactly what it's turned into. Capitol chaos, Trump supporters storm DC. Wow, this is an update. Tear gas inside Rotunda, Pence senators evacuated, and Don Jr., this is wrong. Be peaceful and use your First Amendment rights. This is what it should have been. This is what it should have been. But sadly, it's turned into all of this. Wow. What should have been a discussion in the Senate with those who have an issue with certification of certain states, led by Ted Cruz, led by Senator Josh Hawley. But no, it's turned into this nonsense. When you've had a bunch of knuckleheads and morons and cretins who have ruined it literally for everyone else. What's the old saying? This is the reason why you can't have nice things. Exactly. And it fits to a T. And every single left-wing media outlet who have been in Biden's back pocket for the better part of almost a year will say, this is your fault. All 75 million of you who supported Trump, it's your fault. From Ben Shapiro to Steven Crowder to Steve Deese to The Blaze to Bill Whittle to Dennis Prager, every conservative media outlet will be blamed for this. It's your fault. I'm sure there are going to be those who are going to be pointing fingers at me saying, hey, you're part of this too, Jazzbro. Not that I consider myself on that level. Be nice, hopefully one day that I would be on that level, but that's neither here nor there. But what should have been a discussion regarding what went wrong last night has turned into, sadly, tear gas tossed in the rotunda, senators being evacuated, not Vice President Mike Pence listens to Republicans' dissent in regards and regarding disputed vote tallies in certain states. No. All that got thrown out the window. All of that got thrown out the window, basically lit on fire and burned because of a group of knuckleheads who just couldn't just be there and support the president as every other rally prior to that. Went off without a hitch. Not one cigarette butt, not one trash hit the ground. But no, being that this was D-Day, they just couldn't help themselves. Hence, the knucklehead, morons, cretins, idiots, buffoons. I would get a little bit more graphic, but I won't. What should have been a good conversation to have regarding last night and regarding today's certification contest has turned into chaos hits the Capitol. And with everything that went wrong in 2020, from a support standpoint of the president, from a support standpoint of those who were running for Congress, who were running for the House and the Senate, what, as I posted last night, happening in Georgia should have never came to that point, but it did. Now, 24 hours later, has turned into this. And you pretty much want to say you deserved it. Pretty much want to say you deserved it. Every single Republican deserves this. I don't want to say it. Being a conservative myself, I don't want to say it. To me, I'm angry that we lost the presidency. We lost the Senate, control the Senate. Yes, we gained seats in the House. Great. We didn't lose one seat that was up for grabs by a Republican. That's great. We're still a handful of votes short from doing anything in the House. And now, in the Biden administration, I think I'd be saying that Kamala has the final say. So no matter what the Republicans do in the Senate, if it ends in a 50-50 tie, Kamala is going to be the tiebreaker. They will do everything in their power over the next 2 years, because of course there is another congressional election in 2 years. Certain senators will be up for grabs, Senate seats will be up for grabs, and House seats will be up for grabs. That they will try to shove everything they possibly can from lame regulations regarding big tech, packing the court, DC and Puerto Rico being shoved in as states, which would automatically give them 2 more Senate seats and 4 more House seats, weakening the border, weakening the strength that weakening the pact that we were able to put together in the Mid East regarding the peace accords, ruining our strength with Israel, weakening. Should I say not ruining, weakening? Ruining, weakening, same thing. The Green Deal, throwing us back into the Paris Accords, as I mentioned last night. Excuse me. All this comes into play over the next 2 years. We had the opportunity. We had the opportunity, and we blew it. We blew it. It's like losing. It's like a football game. You were losing all 3 quarters. All of a sudden, you try to make a mad dash in that fourth quarter to try to come back, and you start to inch your way back. But at the very end, the clock ran out. That's it. Sadly, that's it. And with that, thought it was going to be different doing this today. But with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is what's next. And we'll see you next time. Peace. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more just like this, leave a comment below, like it, share it, hit that subscription button, and we'll see you next time on What's Next.